Yo, what is up, YouTube? So today we just got the announcement for the latest updates coming to Umamusume. That is for global version. We have Trackblazer, Start of the Climax. This is the official global name of what is otherwise known in the Japanese version as Make a New Track. We are getting this new scenario very soon. Guys, if this was helpful to you, make sure you like and subscribe. Use code MAMBO for 10% off your gamer subs. Let's get right into it. So, we're going to be talking about the scenario here, give a brief overview of it. Of course, we'll have a guide out as soon as the mode comes out, and we can do it in all English. I think that would be the best way to go about it. But let's talk about it. So, Trackblazer, this is the official name. Again, in the Japanese version, it does say Make a New Track, right? And this is set to come out sometime in mid-March of 2026, as it says. Now, the Uma.moe timeline does say that first year anniversary is going to be somewhere around March 5th. And I think that's typically where we are going to be starting the new scenario. It might be at the start of the banner that features Narita Top Road, which is around March 8th. So somewhere around there is on the second-ish week of March is what you can expect, I believe. So, what is Trackblazer? What is Start of a New Climax? The Make a New Track scenario? What is it all about? Well, it kind of is about what it says on the tin, make a new track or blaze a new track, right? It's about kind of changing the scenario of your Umamusume, because in URA and Unity Cup, your Umamusume has a predetermined set of goals based off their character that they want to complete in order for you to reach the finale. Make a New Track or Trackblazer is not about that. It's basically getting rid of all their predetermined goals, and it allows you to blaze a new trail for them. And essentially what it means is that you're no longer going to be limited by that set career track. You can do whatever race you want, whatever race you want, whenever you want, and you are encouraged to do so. You want to race as many times as you can, because winning high grade races will earn you grade points. Grade points is what you need in order to pass certain thresholds of the Make a New Track scenario. So let's say on, start of classic year, they want you to have 60 grade points, right? I believe that's something like that, right? So like they want you to meet certain thresholds for grade points at certain points during the career. On top of that, by winning the races, you also earn shop coins. By placing first, you get 100 shop coins. And so you're really incentivized to race as much as possible, because what you can do with these shop coins is immense, right? You will have access to a shop basically after they debut. And after the debut, you can buy these certain items. These skill books, or rather stat books, will improve your Umamusume stats just straight up. The shop and everything in the shop will be randomized, and it will change every 6 turns, it says. Someone said 4 turns in my chat. It might have been changed in the JP version. Exactly like what it is, we are going to cover as soon as the scenario comes out for global. But essentially, the shop will appear after the debut. It'll refresh every so turns, and it'll refresh with these type of items. You can buy for +3 power. You could buy for +15 stamina, right? You could buy items that will improve your energy, improve your Umamusume's mood. This is motivation in Japanese, but it's mood in the global version. You could buy Fast Learner if you wanted to, which, you might not want to, because you're going to be racing a lot of races anyway. You're going to have a lot of skill points because you're racing all those races, etc., right? So you can see how different this scenario is compared to the other two. The other two, you're kind of still riding along and doing your Umamusume's career goals. Again, this one, you are blazing a new track for them. They're going to have rivals that they want to fight. If they do, you get random skill hints by the distance of the race or the strategy used in it, which is a lot different from Unity Cup, right? That's like whoever you do Unity training with, you get skill hints based off those things, right? But for here, you're get it based off the race that you do versus the rival that appears for your Umamusume. All right? So, that's basically the gist of Make a New Track or Trackblazer. We'll go into more detail as the scenario releases and, have a good guide for that as well. to make sure that everyone is able to make good Umas from it. But moving on from this new career scenario, we have the new story event. Now, this is not the event name. Over here, I believe the name of the event is going to be not Valentine's Celebration, the Peak of Confection. And so this event is, or rather the story event, is going to be pretty similar to all the other events that we had before. We are going to cover the event-specific card that you're going to get, but essentially these are the Umas, you know, Mihono Bourbon, Asian Flash, Sakura Bakshino, Tosin Jordan. These are going to be the Umas that give you more event points. So by having them in your inventory, you are earning more event points for every time you do a career mode. And by doing so, you're going to be able to earn 3 Rainbow Shard Crystals, similar to what we were able to do before. This is to limit break your SSR cards if you acquire 20 of them, which I believe basically with this event, if you've been collecting a Rainbow Shard for everything, you should be able to get a new crystal soon, or like by completing this event. On top of that, you're going to be able to get a max limit break version of this Speed Tosin Jordan. Now, the long story short of this Tosin Jordan, again, you're going to get all copies. You're going to get max limit break of it if you decide to farm for this event. You should for the Rainbow Crystals, if anything. But the long story short of this Tosin Jordan is that she's a pretty decent speed card for free-to-play players. For players with not that much of a collection, with not, you know, no Kitasan Black or, you know, not max limit break version of SR cards, she's pretty good, you know. She's worse than Sweep Tosho and Shinko Windy, those SR speed cards max limit break, which is still pretty good. Like, in the grand scheme of things, she's better than like Asian Flash, King Halo, max limit break version, and a lot of players still rely on them. So this is a pretty nice card to play or to have if you are a new player, a returning player, someone with not that much of a collection. It has some pretty decent medium hints for straightaways, for corners, for pace chasers as well. Late Searcher gets position pilfer. I think that's pretty fantastic. And it also comes with pretty mediocre healing skill, Breath of Fresh Air, because it recovers healing on a straight. But all in all, a pretty decent speed card, and especially for free-to-play players, I'd highly advise you go for max copies for that. But yeah, that's the news for Umamusume. That's the upcoming updates for it. I thought this would warrant a video because we are talking about Trackblazer. It's a totally new scenario coming out. We are on an accelerated schedule, so hopefully this was helpful to you. Remember to like and subscribe if this was, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.